Hey there, just a real quick kind of a 30,000 view of my view of the team situations. I'm Barry Turner with Remax Lifetime Realty, just in case you don't know me or you don't recognize the number this comes from, or just in case. Teams, maybe in a metro market like Nashville or Cincinnati, Louisville, in really truly a metro market, I might see where teams might work, but in our markets such as Somerset and London, where our offices are currently, there's not really a true future for people on teams. And when I say that, a husband and wife team or two friends team, something like that, that may work. Some kind of not discounting, but setting those aside, that's a totally different conversation. But as team concepts are currently, or in my view, you have a team leader, as far as we'll say her name is Amy the agent. And then you have so let's go to the agent side first. So Amy the agent has a seller. We'll call her Susie Seller. So Susie Seller calls Amy. Amy sends out listing agent. We'll call listing agent Lucy. So Lucy goes out, gets the listing, so it goes under Team Amy because Amy's the team leader. Okay, so Lucy, the listing agent, who is she? On paper, nobody knows. So you have a buyer want to look at a property. So we'll call the buyer's agent Bonnie. So Amy sends Bonnie out to make an offer on a property, show her properties, do all the work. Yeah, there is, I guess, Amy has expenses, if you will. But then, so let's say that Bonnie, the buyer's agent, just is crushing it. And for the year, she sells 4, 5, 6 million a year. Bonnie don't exist on paper. She is the buyer's agent under Team Amy. So under Team Amy, a typical split from what I understand on teams, Amy gets 50, Bonnie gets 50% of the commission, but Bonnie gets no accolades as far as numbers on the production sheets. So Bonnie don't exist. So in 3 or 4 years from now, when Bonnie decides to open her own or become her own single agent, solo agent, Bonnie's got to start all over building her business from scratch because Bonnie don't exist. Bonnie is under Amy. And how people can manipulate people to think like this, to agree to do this, it's beyond me. The same way with Lucy, the listing agent. Lucy crushes it, has 30 listings in a year, sells 25 of them, and is killing it. Lucy don't exist either because Lucy is under Amy. And Lucy also gets a small split, 50-50, who knows? That doesn't matter. It's still the same business model. Lucy and Bonnie, the two agents for listing agent and buyer's agent, they don't exist. Only Amy exists. So when Team Amy puts up sales in a year of 40 million, Amy's a star. Amy's a star of the show. Nobody else on the team, they may get a picture here every now and then somewhere or whatever, but as far as in the public's eyes, Lucy does not exist because, number one, she's with Amy. Lucy decides to leave 3 years from now, whenever, become a solo agent or do her own brokerage. Lucy has to start all over just like Bonnie does because they don't exist on paper or anywhere on the records as far as their production. And then let's go to the buyers and the sellers. So the seller called Amy. Amy sends Lucy out. The seller is expecting Amy to show up. And they say, well, I'm going to send Lucy out to list your house, talk to you. But they're expecting Amy. Amy's the star of the show. Amy's sitting back on the couch eating bonbons and enjoying life while Lucy and Bonnie are out there doing all the work. I'm an agent first. Even though I'm a broker, we have 2 offices. Twan and I are always brokers or agent centric. We provide everything for the agents that an agent needs to be a business. Now, if you're not interested in doing it as a business or as a career, just here and there, do a few sales a year, then maybe the team's the right thing. But if you're going to build a business or build a career in real estate, you can't be on a team and make any headway. In my mind, that's worse than working part-time, in my mind. And with RE/MAX, you're in business. I'm your partner. We build businesses. We teach you how to run the business. We teach you from the ground up, everything you need to know about running a business. Because you are a business. You're a 1099. You are a small business. And if you don't foresee that down the road 5 years from now being a business, then a team may be the right concept for you. But if you're planning on building a career, building a business, a team concept, I can't make it work, because you got to start over at some point. Even though you just now started, when you decide to do a solo agent or do something different, go to change brokerages, you don't exist on paper. Your production numbers aren't there. You have to start over every time. Just my 2 cents. But as far as buyers and sellers, I can't imagine how confused they are. They're expecting Amy to show up. Amy don't show up for whatever reason. None of my business, but nobody's business. But Amy's the star of the show. They're expecting Amy, and you get a buyer to go look at a house. The next time that buyer shows up and wants to see a house, the first agent they were working with maybe isn't available, so they send another agent out. So there's no continuity between listing agents and buyers agents on the team and their clients. It's a free-for-all, in my opinion. It's just you're starting your business over each and every day. Anyway, at RE/MAX, if you're interested, we'll teach you how to run a business from the ground up. You're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. I'm available 7 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. Feel free to call and ask any of the agents that work for us. We're partners. We're always there, always available. We pay within a 24-hour time period once everything's complete, the file's complete. Unless it's an unusual situation, your check's ready within 24 hours. We're local, we're hometown, we're owned. Twan and I, we don't have any partners. It's just Twan and I. There's no drama. We don't do drama. We've been married soon to be 16 years. We're trudging forward as hard as we can. We want to build people up and continue to build people up, provide service for them. I want to take care of you so you can take care of your clients and customers. I don't sell. I still have the HUD contracts and do list the foreclosures. But as far as being an active salesperson, I'm not an active salesperson. I never take a lead. And we're averaging right now somewhere 150 to 225 leads per month. There's no lead fees. Everything's free as far as that goes. Everybody wants to scare it up at the RE/MAX fees. The RE/MAX fees are very minimal compared to the split that you're getting from a team. If you have a good sale versus what you're making at your team situation, chances are you can pay most of your RE/MAX fees that everybody talks about are so bad. You can pay those within most likely 2 to 3 sales. Pay them for the year, and it's not as bad as they portray. I wish I'd always been a RE/MAX agent, but it's not for part-time people. It's not for someone who don't want to build a business, because it is about building a business. Anyway, get on anyway. 606-875-5988. Would love to hear from you. Look forward to talking to you and showing you the business plan. Bring your business plan for next year, for 2025, and what your plan was for 2024, and I'll see what I can do to help you improve that. If you don't have a business plan, you really need to reach out to a broker who helps you do that, creates a business plan, because if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Wish you all the best. Talk to you soon. Again, 606-875-5988. Call or text anytime.